met 21 people that I'm supposed to be conversing with?
Yes, ma'am. You are.
I'm like, you mean 21 on each of these?
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me tell you. Like, that's minimum. That is the bottom number. Like, if I look at see, you guys, I am going to be a good example here. My tracking is right here.
Numbers are so high. Every time you update it, I'm like, holy, I don't even know, like, where do you find these people?
Yeah, how do you, I'm like scrolling through my friends trying to find people I haven't talked to, and I'm like, this is taking 5 minutes.
Well, I printed off my entire friends list.
I love that you did that. That's really cool.
I cross-referenced my list from people that I messaged, people that I invited, and people that I'm having conversations with. And that's when I found the only 41 people that I literally have not messaged that weren't new friends. So I'm just like, where are you finding these people? But you have a lot of friends, so.
I do, and I had that going for me, but that cannot be an excuse because I have watched Raina, who had like 300 friends to begin with, so you have to keep that in mind.
I started out with 300 friends, and now I'm at almost 750. So I'm getting there.
Yes, you are, and it's gonna get better. I promise it will. Okay, I'm looking at my bat from last week. I'm pulling it up here. Come on. Yeah, okay. I am like on my follow-ups. You guys, follow-ups are, oh my gosh, that's where it happens. Follow-ups are so darn important. I had 134 follow-ups just last week.
Gosh.
So, and that was like, I was getting to the end of the month, you know, and trying to, wait, was that the end of the month? When did that start? Whoa. I'm losing my dates right here. Yeah, it was for the end of the month. I was trying to lock in. I was really trying to get to SC20 and I didn't make it, but I pushed so darn hard on my follow-ups. And then doing that led to me, I'm already at SC8 right now, and I'm going to hit that stinking SC20 this month. It's going to happen.
That's so crazy.
It's so totally possible, though. Like, it's all about the numbers. It really is. So you getting to, like, where you have 700 friends right now, that's great. You're increasing at a good ratio where they're not going to shut your Facebook down. That always is scary, right? But the thing that, like, I have been wondering, as you've told me you don't have anybody to message yet, have you formed all of those new friends yet?
The new ones? No, I've been liking and commenting, and because I didn't want to scare them off, I guess, is the word.
Totally understand, and I know how uncomfortable it is, but this is my process. So, like, I have my friends that I've added, and write them all down. The next day, the people that I've added go on to that like and comment section of my bat. And then the next day, they go on to starting the forum conversation. So, like, within 3 or 4 days of adding them as a friend, I'm already starting that forming. And I haven't, since I've started doing that, I've never had anybody be creeped out by me. So I don't know what it is, but I have had people that don't respond. I have had people that don't accept my friend requests. And for me, that's hard. Like, I'm like, they don't want to be my friend. I'm that total pearl personality where I'm like, okay, I got to move on. They didn't add me. What is it about me? You can't sit and dwell on that. I know you're thinking
delete you. I'm like, why did anybody delete me? Why?
I know. And trust me when I say I 100% understand that feeling, and I know the thoughts that go through your head. You're like, okay, have you ever even gone back and looked at your profile and like looked at it and been like, what did they see? What was so bad? You know, I have totally done that. I've been that person. And I think that it's just that piece of confidence that we have to continually keep working on. It's hard. It's hard to be defriended. It's hard to not be accepted. It's hard to not be responded to, all of those things. But it's remembering our goal, remembering what our our call is as coaches and pushing forward with that in mind. So I get it. I totally get it. But yes, start your forum conversations. Start building those foundations, of relationship there. So, and I know it can be awkward. And are there people that I add that I look at their profile and I'm like, okay, I have nothing to say to you at this point? Yes, that happens. And so then I wait and I just keep liking and commenting until I see something, some kind of in where I can start a somewhat normal conversation. So if you see that there's no place for you to begin, like with a compliment of some kind, just keep waiting and looking and keep doing that with all of your people that you've added. But and then I don't go straight from that forming conversation to inviting them. I put them, once we've ended our forming conversation, however long it is, sometimes the forming can go on, for me at least, my personal experience is that can last weeks, back and forth conversations with follow-ups. And but what I've noticed is that a lot of them will end up coming to a standstill after you've really gotten to know each other well. And then once that point happens, I put them on my invite list for either, let me see, I tend to skip a month. So right now, people that I end a forming conversation with, tons and tons of back and forths, end that, or it tapers off, we don't talk anymore, I'll put them right now on my list for April to invite at that point. So that's how I've been doing it. Separate from that are the cold invites, though. And I know I saw Trina ask on the Lex Republic feed, when they were asking, what do you want us to talk about? You guys all commented on there, I saw it, but I saw Trina's, and I don't think they hit on it last night. And she was asking if we're supposed to be about building relationships with people, how do you build a relationship and then start inviting as many people as we're supposed to be inviting every month? I just don't see how the numbers line up. So she was asking. And I got stuck on that for a long time, too. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I can't invite these people. I haven't formed them. And what I have personally done, this may not work for you because you don't have as many friends, Jocelyn, but you have friends. Facebook friends. I realized as that came out. Anyway, what I do is my new people that I've added, those are the people that I'm forming. And cold invites are people in my warm market, typically. That's how I've been doing it. I know that there will come a time where I just have to not be afraid and I have to cold invite new people. And that might be what you have to do. Okay. And if they don't respond, then they go on your form list and you try to start a conversation later on. Show them you're not a creepy person that just wants to sell them something,
Okay, so when people don't respond, I should form them, because I've been following up with them, giving them a way out or a way to tell me no or maybe later. And it's worked this month, but I don't know how much longer that will work.
Yeah, I think that is great. I heard another coach, I had a diamond call today, and another coach was saying something about just like what you said there, where if you haven't heard back from them, after 3 attempts to converse with them after inviting them, that last follow-up can be something like you're saying, a way out, where you can say, okay, I know now obviously isn't the right time for you. That someday down the road we can work together at some point, but don't feel bad if now isn't the right time. Something like that.
That's almost exactly what I've been saying to them.
Yes, yeah, and he said that worked really well for him. A lot of times people will instantly, how they've seen your message for a week and they haven't said anything. He said with that kind of message, people feel safe to go, yeah, you're right, it's not the right time right now for me, or they'll say whatever I should say excuse whatever their excuse is for that time, but that at least you get some kind of response from them. But what was your question about that? So what if they don't respond to that? Or
no, I was asking if they don't respond to my cold invite, I should start forming them instead of the follow-up first?
No, cold invites do follow-ups.
Okay.
But the ones that like never ever get back to you,
Like ever. Like even after I follow up, start forming them like a few weeks later.
yeah, I would do that. Like if I don't hear from them, I put them on my list to make sure that I'm engaging their page, that I'm liking and commenting on their page, and then the next month they're on my list to start forming.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Because I've just been like crossing them off. Like, okay, what do I do with them now?
They didn't tell you no, so you can't cross
They
them off.
didn't. Some have, though. Some are like, not for me. This one girl told me that, no thanks, I have back issues. And I was like, oh, well, Pio would be great for that. And then she was like, my husband's a personal trainer. Liar. If he was, you would have said it the first time.
Yeah. Did you guys see Courtney's person in our team page that she put that message in there about, person said she'd had a nice conversation going with them. She'd been forming, and then later on she invited, and then they just sent back, nope, period. And she said something along the lines of,
Oh, please stop.
yes, please, I'm not interested. Please stop. Like, oh my gosh, don't those just like they make my heart hurt. I'm like, oh, you just said that to me. But yeah, that's really difficult to swallow sometimes for me when people are like that. But I do, like, when things end like that, even people that say no to me, because at least for me, I don't want to leave it on that note with them. So I will still put them on my list to form like a month later, because I don't want them to think that I was just talking to them to get a sale out of them, you know? And if I didn't ever get back to them, I think they would think that. And so it's important to me, like that's part of the tracking thing that's so important to me is, for me, I genuinely want to show them that I care about them, and that my purpose in inviting them is because if they have any need, I really want to help them. So for me, even those people that say no, I still form them. Even though they may never, ever, ever work with me, I want to be their friend still, you know? So that's important to me, and I would suggest doing that too.
Yes. I definitely go and check to see if they've deleted me or not, and then if they haven't, I like go and compliment on a picture or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, please don't delete me. I don't.
Yeah. We're so similar, Jocelyn.
Maybe it was a school.
I don't think that's true.
That's very true. Very, very true. You know, to come back that on it. Very different from fellow Derbians.
True. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have any other questions?
Can you send us an example of your forming?
Yeah.
I cannot get from the compliment to the forming because I don't know. I don't know. I hang out with a 2-year-old and a newborn. I just. I'm like, can you talk about diapers?
You know what, though? I do find people who also cloth diaper, and I'm like, where'd you order that diaper? It's totally weird, but it works.
That's awesome. That is truly awesome. Like, are you in groups for that, Jocelyn?
Yes, but they're so strict in the cloth diaper baby wearing world. Oh my gosh. Especially in the baby wearing world. They're so crazy. They're like, don't add anybody, don't invite anybody, or you will be banned. And I'm like, oh, but I like this group.
Aww. Well, maybe it can be like, you know how when you're posting in there, they literally don't want you to add anybody, even if you're connecting with them.
It's in the, you know how they have the description? It says, don't add anybody just to sell them something or you will be deleted. So I'm scared that if I add anybody, even though we're having a conversation, I'm scared that somebody might report me and then I get kicked out. And I actually like the group. It's really helpful.
Do they say anything about warnings given?
No.
That stinks.
Yeah.
I've never read, I guess, a description because I'm in a breastfeeding moms group, but a lot of those people are from Wales and Australia. I need to find a new
in weird hippie towns.
Huh.
They are.
Well, Beachbody is working on going worldwide.
They
So,
need to, because what about all of the military people overseas that don't have it? What is it, APO?
mhm.
That live off post? How are they supposed to
They
participate?
can't at this point. They can't, and that's
fair.
something that they're working on. They're really working on it. So,
We're a military family that doesn't live on post. So if we were to go to Italy in 3 years, what am I supposed to do?
the good thing is you're still connected to people online, and so you can still work your business. It'd be trying to figure out how to get your product to you.
That would be hard. Well, my sister would ship it, so it wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. Your sister's doing great, by the way.
She's doing so awesome. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah. Those are the things that make it all worth it, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Do you have any other questions, you guys?
No, just
Okay, I'm writing down to work on getting example of form conversation. So like our screenshots, like if I compiled like screenshots into a PicMonkey, like where they're in one thing, you could kind of see it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that for sure. And as I was preparing for this call, like I put the poll out there because I don't want to do something that you guys don't feel like you need, but I constantly, I know that I do this, like I constantly go back to the bat, but it's everything. Like that to me, those daily tasks are everything. So I had thought about, I know Raina did a little while back, like a live power hour. I was thinking about doing for our next call, kind of that kind of thing, like how when I sit down at 1:30 every day to do my stuff, walking you guys through exactly what I do, exactly how I do it, and we do it all together at the same time. What do you guys think of doing that? Would that be helpful?
I just don't know if we all actually do ours at the same time.
Well, like just doing it as an example, like at this time.
That'd be great.
And I'm going to be really honest with you. Like the numbers that I set for myself, I can't do it in an hour. My hours during the day, I work 4 to 5 hours every day. And that's at that nap time. It's in the morning, early. It's at night, late. Like I just make it work around because I want to be present with my girls. And so I don't sleep a lot. But that's what I have to do to hit the numbers I want and to get to the goals that I have set for myself. And that's how I make it work. So what I would probably have to do is just kind of dumb it down to some lower numbers so that we can do it within an hour time frame. And you can just see kind of the process I go through every time I do it. Because I didn't do it like this up until August. This is when I started doing it like this. And I just wish so much that I would have done it even a year ago at this point, that I would have been consistently doing it this way, because it works. It really, really, really works. And I heard so many people say that, and I just didn't do it. And I want for you guys to duplicate. You know how I say, be your own coach? This is something that I feel like you should duplicate for sure, because I feel like it can work for everybody. So do you think that that would be a beneficial type of team call to do next time?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. And then if you think of anything else between now and then, let me know, and something more pressing comes up, we can do that. But that's kind of what I was thinking for the next one. And the next one will be on, let me look, the 25th. The 25th. 9 o'clock, just like we've been doing. Okay? All right. Well, unless you guys have anything else, any other questions, comments?
I love how this kind of turns into like a bring your kid to work conversation. Our kids are coming in and out, and we're trying to do bedtime, and so we're in and out. It's like bring your kid to work day.
Yep. I think that that's probably one of the funniest things that you see with different coaches is the people that end up being on their team end up being, they look very similar. So like moms, like I have a ton of moms in my downline. Like, You guys are all squeezing it in between at nap times, in the mornings and the evenings. Like, that's how we do it. So it's just kind of funny. It makes me think of, see, this is me totally being a mom, 101 Dalmatians. You know, like when the man walks by and his dog looks like him, and then there's Faith that walks by and her dog looks like her. Like, we look alike, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on that ridiculously silly note, it was good to see you guys. Good to talk with you. Thank you for letting me steal away for a little bit of sanity in the midst of my illness chaos here at the house. But
Be sure to take care of you too. Take care of yourself as much as you're taking care of your kids.
I'm doing my best. You guys, I am going, I'm leaving. It makes me almost want to cry because they're sick. I am going to Women of Faith conference tomorrow. I'm going with a friend from home, and it's in Kansas City. So we're leaving tomorrow late afternoon, and I won't be back till Saturday night. So my husband has a night alone with them and with Lucy sick, and it like breaks my heart and makes me really nervous, and I'm going to probably call him a million times to make sure everything's okay, but I needed that. I'm going to that conference for me. So I'm trying, Alyssa. I'm trying. Okay, well, I will talk to you guys soon. Holler if you need anything, as always, okay?
All right.
All right. Adios. Bye-bye.